There's a new documentary featuring a local woman who made quite an impact on people in her 31 years before she sadly passed away from cancer in 2015.
But her legacy is living on. Radiating Joy, the Michelle Dupont story, is being played at local theaters and nationally. And in today's Let's Talk, brought to you by CC's Physical Therapy, we are talking with Cheryl Hansen, the Guild President of the Michelle Dupont Cause for Sainthood. Thank you so much for being with us today, Cheryl.
Absolutely, and thank you for inviting us, to be here. Appreciate the help in getting the word out about the documentary, and the diocese hosting the first previews of the documentary is going to be on November 1st, which is coming up in just a few days. And the Grand Theaters has been very kind to supply us with their largest theater on the 1st, and there'll be 3 showings, one at 4:30, 6:30, and 8:30. And if you go to the michelledupontcause.org, you can register to reserve a seat, because those showings will be free on the 1st.
Yeah, so those are free, so you can watch this documentary for free at the Grand Theater. Why did you want to tell Michelle's story through a documentary?
Well, it started with, Michelle was a Focus missionary, and she served at a number of campuses as a missionary. And a lot of the co-workers and people that she had worked for found her to be extraordinary, not only in just her last year in her suffering, but working with people, really wanting to share her faith and just bring people to God. She was an evangelist. And one of the coincidences about her was that her birthday is January 25th, which is the feast day of the conversion of St. Paul.
So one thing that I love is you talk about her effect that she had on the community. And even though she has passed, her effect on the community has not ended.
No.
But there's so much more that's going to come from her goodness. Tell us about that.
So Bishop Kagan, 2 years ago, on the anniversary of November 1st, opened a cause, got permission or petitioned Rome, and publicly opened the cause for Michelle's examination of sainthood within the Catholic Church. And so I think that there's this organic kind of uprising about Michelle, and I receive emails and letters and phone calls from people across the country and around the world that are sharing how Michelle is interceding for them. People who are expecting babies, or people suffering with cancer. And it's just remarkable. It's kind of my best time of the day to come to work and hit the inbox and read these amazing stories.
That is beautiful. It is beautiful, and everyone can experience this at the Grand Theater. Like we said, November 1st, the times are 4:30, 6:30, and 8:30 that they can watch for free. What do you hope they take away from experiencing this? There's a lot of entertainment out there these days.
I think the biggest
is something different. Yeah.
The biggest thing is to take away the fact that there's an enormous amount of hope, and which we can all use, and joy, radiating joy. Michelle was that. She radiated joy. And the fact that we're all called to be saints or to be better people, and that we can be. And that was really Michelle's story.
You brought something. Can you tell us about that?
So this is a candle that was inspired by Michelle, and it's called Radiating Joy, and it's an essential, all-organic candle that we will be selling to help raise funds to promote her cause. And it's actually called Haymarsh Valley and Sweet Pea. And Michelle was from Haymarsh. In fact, her gravesite overlooks the valley and her farm where she grew up. So if you're familiar with that area, or you travel west, north of Glen Ullin, you can visit her grave and experience some of that.
Wow, incredible. Cheryl, thank you so much for being with us today.
Well, thank you for inviting me, really.
And for more information, please go to this website, michelledupongcause.org.
This has been Let's Talk, brought to you by CC's Physical Therapy.